I just want to jump on here quick and tell you guys a little bit about the Catfish Conference coming up here in February. We got more details on it, and I want to go over some info on this giveaway we got coming up with me and Chris Flores, Muddy River Catfishing. Um, I don't know how good this stream is going to turn out. It's saying bad quality, but we'll try it anyway. YouTube seems to be a little sketchy. So right off to it, the giveaway coming up between me and Muddy River Catfishing is we're going to be looking for, as I've said before, the most creative way to utilize a whisker stick. And the way this is going to work, it's not started yet, so you got time. Chris Flores is going to put out a video on his YouTube channel talking about all the details, going over all the rules and everything. There's really not that many rules. It's just going to be, we're going to let you guys just cut loose and come up with what you come up with. But after he makes this video, the video is just going to be to give out the information. In order to enter for the competition, I'm going to take that video that Chris makes from his YouTube channel and put it on a post on the Whisker Sticks Facebook page. And I'm going to link that video in there for people to watch it. And in the comments section of that post is where we're going to hold the entries for the competition for the giveaway prize. And Chris was talking to me last night. He sent me lots of pictures of all the prizes that are going to be up for grabs. And it's going to be one person wins it all. And somebody's going to get a very, very large box sent to their house with all these prizes in it. There's things like a reel that's going to be in there. I believe it's an Akuma reel, just to give you a little hint. There's lots of tackle items. There's going to be some whisker sticks lights in there. And there's going to be some other things like bait knives and a scale and some other things involved too. And I don't think he's done getting the prizes yet. There might be one or two more that he hasn't got a hold of yet. So there's going to be lots of stuff up for grabs. So start thinking about how you want to have that idea entered in. And the winner is going to be chosen based on whichever entry in the comments section receives the most likes. So it's going to be a voting contest of who comes up with the most creative way. So start getting your buddies together, start getting your family members together, and start pulling together to get people to start voting for you. And it's going to run through the whole month of December, and we'll probably have the winner announced sometime in January after New Year's is over. So as a bonus for the winning, whoever wins, if I'm able to replicate this idea of the winner, it's going to be displayed in my booth at the Catfish Conference the whole weekend for other people to see, and it's going to have you credited on that idea. I'll have your name somewhere in there on the booth saying so-and-so thought up this idea to how to use these. So you're going to be all over the Catfish Conference with your winning idea, whether you're there or not. If you're there, you'll get to see it replicated. So that's going to be the contest. More details will come out soon when Chris releases the video. And once everything's finalized, we'll get an official video and an official contest post out for you guys to put your entries in. So just start thinking about that and have it set aside and ready to rock as soon as it comes out. Because it's going to run through the whole month of December. The sooner you get it in, as soon as it comes out, the more time you get to get votes in. So with that out of the way, next is the Catfish Conference. And 2018 Catfish Conference, we got more details. And it's going to be February 24th and 25th, which most of us know. 2018. It's going to run from 8:30 in the morning till 4 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. And it's going to be at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Chris the Wookiee, some commented on my post. Okay. Excuse me. February 24th and 25th from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Crown Plaza Airport Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky. And I believe it's on Phillips Lane if you need to look it up. The official address and everything is on the Catfish Conference website. Just go on Google, search Catfish Conference 2018. It'll come up as Catfish Conference LLC as the very first search result. Get on that website and you can get all the information there. I've posted a link to it on my Facebook page. If I can figure out how to do it, I'll put a link in here in the description too. once this is over, and I'll edit the description and put the link in the description. So it's going to run from 8:30 in the morning till 4 p.m. There's going to be hundreds of vendors there. There's going to be thousands and thousands of people, hundreds of YouTubers. There's going to be all kinds of people there. It's going to be the biggest catfishing event in the country the whole year. Probably the biggest catfishing event in the world. And it's like Cavalcade Customs for catfishing. Anything that you could ever imagine that's catfishing related is going to be at this event. Everything from my little lights here to big things like Sea Arc boats, Jeff Jones Marine, Team Catfish, Monster Rod Holders, Muddy River Catfishing, Rippin' Lips, Catfish Clothing, Big Vicks, Bait Netting, Chock Cola, Mud Bums. There's going to be all kinds of guys down there. All kinds of things. Every prize that's on the Catfish Weekly Rig Wrap prize wheel is all going to be down there. Any product you can think of, any service that you can think of. Cabela's King Cat Tournament Series representatives are going to be down there. There's going to be guys down there that can help you work on your hummingbird. Fish finder down there that can help you tweak your settings. There's going to be workshops. There's going to be seminars and professional speakers. There's going to be all kinds of stuff going on down there. So if you're able to get to Louisville there that weekend in February, I highly recommend it. If you got a carpool, fly, boat, walk, whatever. Get down there any way you can. It's going to be really worth your time if you're passionate about catfishing like we are. I'm going to have my booth down there for the first time this year. Last year I shared a booth kind of on a whim with Muddy River Catfishing and Hook Setter. This year I got my own booth. It's going to be set up so we'll have lots of space and lots of workshop things going on with the lights. I'm going to try to have some different creative displays to show different uses for them. Things like live wells and bait buckets to jack-o'-lanterns. I'm going to have maybe a top half of a fishing rod that people can get hands-on with. Get it to where they can pick it up, swing it around, practice taking one on and off so they can see how to use it. Just a lot of cool hands-on demo things going on for the lights. So if you're able to get down there, get down there. The tickets are up for sale now. I think they've been up for sale since Black Friday. They were $3 on sale. Now they're up to $5, which I believe is a regular price, at least up until December 31st. And that's what the website said. $5 until December 31st. If you pay at the conference and you got to wait in line, I think it's $6. So it's only $1 more. But if you pre-register now and you get your ticket in now, yeah, stuffy nose. If you get your tickets done now, it'll get you a 2-day pass. It's the $5 covers both days, and you get to skip the waiting line, and you can just walk right in. So it'll pre-register. It'll get you set up. They slap a wristband on you, and then you're covered for the whole week, and you can go in and out as you please. You don't have to wait in line for nothing, and you're ready to rock. So that $5 gets you early access, gets you in there. You don't have to wait hours in line. There's going to be so many people there waiting in line. The line's probably going to be out the door. The place is going to be slam packed, shoulder to shoulder, hard to move around. At least it was last year. This year it's going to be on the second floor, I believe. It's going to be up one floor. So it'll be a bigger venue. There'll be more space. But that means more vendors and more people. So it might still be shoulder to shoulder. I hope so. I hope that thing's packed and people can't move. There's going to be so much going on. Chuck says, have you thought about bringing a cap for the battery of the LEDs? Where'd it go? Bringing out a cap for the battery of the LED lights. Yeah. You're talking about a cover for the battery here where it covers the whole thing. We haven't had that implemented yet. There are some ways to do it, obviously. The issue is functionability and usability of it. So, to my knowledge, I've still got some more engineering to do. We're looking at getting these manufactured here within the next year or two, to where they're not going to be handmade. But as of right now, they're all handmade. So if I was to cover this whole thing, it might end up being where it would be a one-time use and you wouldn't be able to swap the batteries out. Talking about the part that shows, yeah, you're talking about the exposed battery here for using in the water. It's known that the pins do rust over time underwater, even after a couple hundred hours to start to show some rusting. It's waterproof from the base of the bulb up, so this whole tube here is waterproof. The heat shrink here does keep most of the moisture out, but some does creep up in there. And the best you can do for right now until I come up with a better design is to just blow it out, dry off your battery real good, keep it dry, and you'll still get quite a lot of time of use even in the water. I use these in the water all the time. I've got a whole tackle box full. I got a handful of them that's got rust on the pins. They all still work great. It's just a matter of keeping them dry. Some people pack it with lithium grease and to keep the water out, or Vaseline, things like that. I've heard people using clear nail polish to coat the pins in clear nail polish. I guess that might work. I haven't tried it, so I can't vouch if it does or not. But once we get them manufactured, we're looking at a better design for the battery, maybe having a cartridge type system. We got to do some engineering on it. I got to get it with a team of engineers who are smarter than myself and see if there's a better way to do that without sacrificing the lifespan of the battery. I'm really proud of the fact that they get 400 or 500 hours of use on a rod tip, and I don't want to sacrifice that time. That's kind of one of the signature characteristics of these. But we could save that topic for another day. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys about the giveaway competition. So if you're tuning in later, when the stream's over, go back and start from the beginning. You'll hear more details about the giveaway. You need to do a video on how to tie to a stick bobber. They all tie pretty much the same way. I have a zip tie right here because I just got done doing this on Facebook. So say this pencil here is my stick float. Let me set you down for a second so I can show it with a tail. A stick bobber with a tail. Okay, so say it's just like a regular, it could be a slit float, it could be a peg float, it can be anything. I could zip tie it to this lighter, to this pencil, my finger, and you can literally go down as far as the zip tie will let you go. So anything that is that or thinner, focus. There's not much of a hole there. It's probably 3/16 of an inch. So I can zip tie these to the tip of a Barbie pole, and it comes right back off. So you got that release button there to pull it back off. Whatever you're using it on, whether it be a trolling motor handle or a steering wheel or a rod handle, a fishing rod tip, rod holder, whatever, you could just slide your battery in here, get it going, get it started, slide your whisker stick in, cinch it down, and you're good to go. So even on a really, really thin, I got some in my tackle bag, you're talking about like bobbers that you use for bluegills and other things, smaller bobbers, they'll go on there as well. And they sit really good. And then to get them back off, you just pop this zip tie back off, and they'll come back off. So they got hundreds of applications, and that's why we're coming up with the idea for the competition giveaway, is to come up with new ways to use these things, see who comes up with the most creative way to use them, and the winner is going to get a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to be a vote-based competition. What do you think about pay legs? Chuck, I've addressed this quite a few times. I'm not going to do it in this video just because I want to keep it short. Maybe we can do another video where we can have this discussion later. I will say I am not for them. I don't believe in them. I'm against them. I don't support them. And we can go more in detail about that later. I don't do business with them. I don't supply them with whisker sticks, and I have fished them growing up in the past, and once I seen kind of what was going on, didn't want anything to do with it anymore. So we'll leave that at that for this video. We can go in more detail later. I know it's a pretty heated topic, and I'm more than happy to discuss it, just not in this particular video. I wanted to cover the giveaway we're doing with Muddy River Catfishing and the Catfish Conference. So if you're able to get down there, I highly recommend it. Whether you're just going there to check things out and buy stuff or meet some people, if you're interested in having your product down there at the conference this year for the very first time, or a service that you provide, maybe you fix and clean reels or service reels, maybe you have a catfishing guide service that you do on the rivers around the country, and you take people out, put them on some fish. Maybe you have maybe you're a director for a tournament trailer, a tournament series, and you want to get your information out there and network with more people. For example, one of the ones I support is Catfish for Veterans, and they put a lot of veterans out on boats and catch fish, and they do crappie for veterans, bass for veterans, they do all the species, but I sponsor Catfish for Veterans because I deal with the catfishing community. There's other tournaments out there too. Cabela's King Cat Tournament Trail's always there. So just because you don't have a product doesn't mean you can't have a booth. There's guys down there who have booths for services, or they represent a guide service or a tournament series. There's guys down there who, like the hummingbird guys, they have a workshop set up down there where you can bring your hummingbird in, or whatever fish finder you got, I'm pretty sure. So even if you got a Lowrance or something else, they can help you kind of go through the settings and tweak things out. So there's all kinds of things down there for you to do. Get a drink here. Mouth's getting dry. It's wintertime. I've got my nose stuffed up. Handle wasn't popped out all the way. If you're interested in doing something like that and you want to try to get down there for the first time, if you want to get a booth and set something up, I believe there's still booth space available. You can feel free to contact me and get a hold of me. You can most certainly reach out to Catfish Conference event staff herself. It's run by Herbe Drumpf. He coordinates most of it. Steve Douglas, who's the founder of it. There's lots of guys who you can get a hold of. If you can't get a hold of anybody and you're having trouble getting a response back, feel free to get a hold of me. I'm more than happy to get you in touch with Herbe one-on-one directly, and he can most certainly help you get you on the board. There is a booth fee involved. I believe it's $600 for a 2x10, or for not a 2x10, a 10x10. I believe is a standard, and I believe it's $600. I think he has some cheaper booths available too. Maybe you can go in with a buddy who has another service. Maybe two of you both have something that you can contribute, and you can split a booth. I split a booth with Muddy River Catfishing and Hook Setter and Bait Saber Hooks. All of us were all at one booth last year, and we did pretty good. So don't think that you got to have it to yourself. You can have 3 or 4 companies in a booth as long as you figure out how you do the space. It's all up to you what you do with it once you get the booth fee covered. So even if you don't get a booth, like last year, I didn't intend on getting a booth. I didn't have the means to get it. I just came down there and took some lights with me, and I showed them around, and next thing I know, Chris invited me to sell them on the table at his booth. So even if you can't get the booth yourself this year, don't be afraid to come down and show people what you got. Don't be afraid to come say, hey, look what I got. This is something I just came out with. I want to show people. Get your networking going. That's exactly how I started. I had them made up. They were only out for a few months. I wanted to show them off. Chris Flores invited me to come down there. He's seen the lights. He thought they would do good. And so I showed up. And I just put all the lights I had made in my trunk and drove down there. And next thing you know, my likes and my following doubled on my Facebook page almost immediately after the conference was over. And it's been growing ever since. It's definitely a great source for networking. If you're starting out in a new business or you have a new product idea, it's definitely worth getting down there and trying to networking and get some more people involved in and jumping in with you on it, and just getting the word of mouth out there. Even if you don't walk away with any extra money, you walk away with the core of getting those networkings in, getting some resources, making some connections, shaking hands with people who's a little bit higher up and been in the business longer, and you can just make some great friends and establish some great relationships. So there's more than one way to have a benefit from the Catfish Conference. There's going to be lots of seminars. There's going to be lots of people talking about certain subjects. They always have a great team of public speakers that speak during a seminar session that goes on separate from the vendor area. There's going to be lots of raffles and things going on. You can win some raffles. I'll probably be hosting a raffle in my booth as well for a package of lights. Probably a big good sum of lights. Probably like 20 lights that somebody could win in a raffle. We'll have some raffle tickets set up. Tangling with Catfish did a raffle last year. Somebody was able to, it was either 1 or 2 rods they was able to win with a raffle ticket. So there's all kinds of cool things that go on down there. If you're looking for any product, if you're looking for any service, if you're looking for other sources of information about tournaments and things like that, it's all there. So if you're able to come down to the Crown Plaza Airport Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky on February 24th and 25th. It runs from 8:30 to 4 both days, and you'll have so much fun. I can't tell you how much fun I had last time. I got to meet a lot of new people, made lots of new friends, got a lot of great business relationships started, and it's just a great opportunity for everybody, big, small, young, old, boy, girl, don't matter. If you like catfishing for whatever reason, you're welcome, and you're going to have a great time. So be sure to try to get down there any way you can. There's people that come in from all over the country just to check this thing out. People fly in from California, New York, Florida, Texas, Washington, Oregon, you name it. I'm driving down from Cincinnati. There's going to be a great time. And I'm going to be trying to host a bank fishing meet and greet that Saturday after it's over. I just posted a video talking about it on the Facebook page before starting to stream up a pre-recorded video. So go check that out if you want to learn more about it and see if you're interested in partaking in it. We got to find a space to fish. That's plenty of room for everybody. Open bank space, lots of parking, preferably permission to have a fire or 2 laid out to keep people warm, because it's going to be dark, and in February we don't know what the weather is going to be. So as long as the weather's permitting, it ain't raining real hard or snowing real hard or anything like that, and it's not 30-40 mile-an-hour winds or something, we'll probably be out there. I'm a little more stubborn-hearted than most, and I'll try to go out even in the worst situations, but I know it's not for everybody. So we'll get more information on that, more concrete details as it gets closer. But for right now, I posted a video out just saying if anybody fishes in that area a lot or knows the area really well and might know of somewhere where we can get this event going, I want to try to have that bank fishing meet and greet. So that's something that's up in the air still, but it could happen. I just wanted to come on here. I did Facebook, now I'm doing YouTube. I know I don't have that many subscribers on here, but there might be some people who subscribe to the YouTube channel that don't see the Facebook page. So I want to make sure everybody has a fair chance to see what's going on and make sure they're able to get their fair share of getting the entry in that giveaway competition. And if they haven't been to the Catfish Conference, they'll have all the information that's needed to get them there. So again, it's $5 for a 2-day pass. It gets you in the door both days. You get to skip the lines, and you get to have a blast. So right at 8:30 you show up, you're in, as long as you got that pre-registration in. If you want to register for a booth and try to get your stuff sold, that's still an option too. As far as hotel vacancy, I think there's still maybe a couple rooms left in the Crown Plaza. They're probably the higher priced rooms, so it depends on your wallet. If you can't get in there, or you want to find a really cheap hotel room close by, literally within a quarter mile of the Crown Plaza, a 5-minute walk, there's like 10 other hotels. So there's plenty of room to go around. I stayed in one there was the Crown Plaza, and then next to it was a Holiday Inn, which is where Luke Nichols with Catfish and Carp stayed last year. And then right across the street, I was in another hotel. And they're all just all around each other. That area is just littered with hotels and motels. So there's plenty of lodging. You don't have to freak out if there isn't a vacancy left at the Crown Plaza. They usually fill up pretty quick. So usually as soon as tickets start going on sale, people start getting them rooms right away. So make sure you try to get you lodging locked in, get your ticket locked in, and hopefully we'll see you down there. Be sure to swing by the Whisker Sticks booth if you come. I try to sit and talk with everybody individually. I'll shake hands with you. I'll answer any questions you guys might have. We'll have tons of demos going on. I'll have a couple helpers with me there this year. We'll have a raffle going on. I'll have some really cool displays. And as far as the winner goes for this giveaway contest that me and Chris are putting on, whoever wins this giveaway competition with the most creative idea that's voted the most for most creative Whisker Sticks idea is going to have their idea, if I'm able to replicate it, in my display booth, in my booth on display for everybody else to see. So if the one that gets the most votes is a Christmas tree strung up with nothing but Whisker Sticks, if I got enough Whisker Sticks to spare, I'm going to string them up on that Christmas tree and I will have it in that booth. So we'll try our best to make it work and get your idea on there. We'll have you credited so everybody will know it was your idea, and thousands and thousands of people will get to see it. Tens of hundreds of thousands of people will probably get to see it through the utilization of YouTube. There's going to be hundreds of YouTubers there, and they're all going to be filming the same thing. So if there's 100 guys that have YouTube channels there and they're filming, all 100 of their channels are probably going to run into that tree full of Whisker Sticks, and all their subscribers are going to see it when they're notified about the new video. So it'll be pretty cool. All these people will get to see the idea that you came up with and got the most votes on. I think that's pretty neat. So we're going to wrap this up here. I got to get back to getting some lights made. I still got to get some orders out that I'm behind on. I just wanted to let you guys know about it, give you an update on the information for the conference. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to write me on Facebook or text me if you have my number already. If you've already ordered, you guys have my contact information. However you want to get a hold of me, and I'll be happy to help you answer any questions you guys might have about the conference or about the giveaway, or if you want to purchase an order of Whisker Sticks, whatever. I'm always available. You can send me a text or shoot me a message on Facebook. I'll answer as quickly as I get it, most times, and we'll get you taken care of. If I'm not able to get the information you need, I'm definitely able to pull my contacts and get the information from them to get back to you. So try to help however I can. If you're interested, again, if you got an idea where you want to sell lighters that's got a catfish image on it, somebody's probably going to buy it down there. So if you want to get that product out, if you're just starting out, if you're small, or if you're coming up with a brand new service-based business and you want to advertise it down there, I could try my best to help you get your foot in the door and help you out. So I just want to pay it forward for everybody to help me the year before. I want to do my best to try to help other people just the same. So get a hold of me if you need any information. It's going to be $5 for both days, 24th and 25th. Go on Google, search Catfish Conference, and you can come up the website. They got all the information laid out there. The only thing I don't think they have released yet is an official list of vendors and an official list of guest speakers for the seminars. Outside of that, all the information's there laid out. It's all locked in and ready to rock. So if you plan on coming, we hope you see you there. Keep an eye out on YouTube, on Muddy River Catfishing's YouTube channel, for the information release for the giveaway contest. And make sure you are followed and subscribed to the Whisker Sticks Facebook page, so as soon as I release the official post for entries for the competition, you're able to get that in. Until then, guys, I appreciate the support. Thanks for the people who subscribe to me, and we'll see you next time. Take care.